Hi guys, it's me again. In today's video, I would like to take you on another journey. So I was asked after my previous video, I was asked if there is a way we can achieve the similar results. And for those who have not yet seen my previous video, it was about creating a request out of an inbound email with the help of inbound actions. So I was asked if there is an option to achieve the similar functionality with the no-code, low-code approach with flowdesigner, etc., etc. So I would like to invite you today to this session for us to finally figure out how far can we get without start coding. So as you remember, there is a main goal. So as soon as we send an email, the request should be created, requested items and the associated tasks, of course. Then we need to make sure that the attachments are redirected and associated with the requested item, or at least with the request. And the next point is that request or requested item are associated with an email as a target record. So without any further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to open my development instance and then we can see. So what do we already know about flow features that are helping us to work with inbound email? So we know that there are so-called email flows, and those ones have a lower priority in comparison to inbound actions. That means that they will be checked and triggered before inbound actions. So that's actually nice. We can clearly separate them from inbound actions. So let's just try and open a flow designer, or actually a workflow studio, because I'm now working in Washington release, where all those fancy workflows has been packed into workflows. Previously in the video before, we were triggering our inbound action based on the sender email address, as far as I remember. This was actually a very important piece of functionality that, as far as I remember, was not available in Flow Designer. However, let's check, what do we have now? I'm doing it together with you. So now let's just create a new flow and see what do we have there. So I'm going to provide it the name. I will keep the description empty. However, it's always a good practice to keep it filled out. And then application, we are definitely will be operating in a global scope. We don't need any protection. We are going to run it as a system user. And flow priority default, we keep it as default. Now let's build the flow. All right, so what do we got here? First of all, let's define a trigger. So we know that the trigger should be an inbound email, and we have exactly that on the application tab. Select the inbound email, and let's see what we have here. So first of all, the email conditions. Perfect. Let's see. Do we have a sender here? We have recipient list, we have received type, state, target table, target. But we do not have sender. This is actually the first limitation that we hit. But maybe user ID will work as a sender. User. Let's assume that if we are going to accept an email from an external, if we are going to accept an email that we should already have a user. All right, so let's check. I need to check if I have the appropriate user. All right, so we don't have the user. Okay. I was thinking that I have created. Okay, so we have one. And all right, so we can this one. Yeah, that's fine. No, that's fine. The user will be my so. Okay, user. What does it mean? So if it's an inbound action, so we need to check. We should get all the fields from sys email table. No. Oh, yes. And then we can check the config. And in dictionary, we have user, which is string. User ID is a reference. All right. To be honest, I don't remember why. See, just pick one of them. User ID. Hold down. Okay. This is send ready. So if it's sent ready, then it means that the user is empty. If, however, so the user is recipient. All right. Work. I didn't know that. All right. So surprise. Maybe I didn't invest enough time into this thing last time I was playing around. But anyway, let's continue. So now what we need to do, we need to create a request. What do we have? Okay, we have a submit catalog item request. That sounds about right. And we are going to use laptop, standard laptop, the favorite one. All right, we can specify from here So as you remember, in my previous video, we had to configure a special object, which then was passed to the 𝐂𝐀𝐏𝐿 API, and this object then created the the cart API helped us then to place an order, to submit an order. As of course, it's a very flexible thing, and let's see what we will be able to achieve here. But from what I can see, I can already specify some options without even starting to code things. Amazing. All right, so let's get Acrobat and all right, it will be 1, the quantity. All right, we already can do this. So basically, the whole object that was available for us that we configured in the code is available to us here, and we also have some additional fancy options like wait for completion. That means that it will wait until the request has been placed. This is actually very good because we need to give our workflow that is in the background a little bit of a time to properly establish itself, and after that we can continue. So I will select wait for completion. We are not going to enable timeout. However, if you need it, if you are going to make sure that none of the requests hang out there, or that you are not waiting for some of the requests where it's not needed, you can use enable timeout, and then is if the time threshold goes over, then the workflow will just skip this step and then proceed further. We don't need anything like that, so we are just accepting as is. Now, submit catalog item request. So what do we need? Actually, let's try it just like this. And let's see what happens. All right, so now let me check that my email accounts are configured and functioning. Okay, so email receiving is not operational. Fix that. Started diagnostics. Well, so we are now enabled. It looks like after some minutes it will be disabled again. But that's fine. All right, so now let's use one of the previous emails to test the whole thing. Right, we are good. Now let's check. Now we need to wait. So hopefully when this thing gets through, the request is placed, the attachments are associated with the requests. If not, then we will see how we can overcome this. It's still not there. All right. While we are waiting, let's investigate what kind of other actions we have available to us. As far as I know, there is an action specifically for the attachments handling, and it is called, okay, look up email attachments. That's very nice. We already have something to work with. And get attachments on record. Okay, email. Associate record to email and move email attachments to the record. Okay, actually, wow. We are so advanced now in terms of the no code. Let's just wait and see what happens. How is our email boxes doing? I'm just trying to understand after what period of time the feature will get disabled again. So, all right, so we are now here. Let's open it. Okay, attachments are here. Target is empty. And okay, it goes over. All right, and now we just need, do we have a request? So is this ours? Oh yeah, it's the one we have just, oh no, ours. All right, so let's check if we, I already see the problem. So the recipient was my email box, which I use to send and receive emails, but the user was not here, and instead the user ID was used. All right, so we, yeah, I was expecting it. Sorry for that. Yeah, I'm sorry. So now let's try to do it with the user ID. I'm doing it step by step. I presume we could already have configured all the other actions, but I just need to make sure that they will not be, that those attachments and target records will not be moved and associated automatically. Right, so let's back here. And a second try. Let's go. By the way, the way they did it with this Workflow Studio to combine flows, process automation, decision tables, playbooks, and it's so fast. I mean, when the flowdesigner was just released, I was freaking out on how the hell slow it was. And another thing is, of course, that oh, it's already here, but back there, the workflow, the original workflow was much faster, and yeah, but things change, and I'm pretty happy with what we have now, and I use workflow and flowdesigner on a constant base, and I am I'm very happy with it. However, there are of course some things, especially when you develop a complex flow, and then the issues start happening. Sometimes it's been a bit hard. It's a bit hard to understand where all they are coming from. But with the latest improvements to syslog, hopefully we will overcome this problem as well. All right, so now let's refresh it. And what we see is that we have our requested item. Let's open it. Do we have a request? Yes. Do we have all the variables attached? Yes. Let's open the request. We don't see any attachments here. And we do not see the attachments in requested item. Yeah, so I was expecting something like this. Let's open it. All right, attachments are still here. Target record is here. Now let's go and quickly fix it. Okay, so probably that we are waiting for the request submission is a good thing. Now we can proceed with the attachments and record association. So first, let's associate the record. Actually, yeah, associate record to email. Actually, I think the as soon as we are associating email to the record, the out-of-the-box functionality should kick in, but it didn't work last time. So we assume, and actually very nice, because we want to associate a requested item exactly with the requested item. Sorry, attachment with the requested item. Let's put it here. And let's assume that it will not work. So we also need to associate to move attachments. Now let's go for it. Move email attachments. Yeah, that's what we need. So we need an email record and need a target record. Perfect. Activate. And now let's send us the third email. So okay, so we have our flow published. Now we just need to wait. As soon as it arrives, we can check it. So I still have no idea why did I think why I was thinking that there are no sender available. Maybe, I don't know, it's a good idea to name, yeah, to clarify a little bit what those user IDs are specifically used for. When you are investigating or evaluating a new feature like I did. Yeah, but I'm doing it for fun. And of course, to make you to let you understand some features easier. All right, let's check it. We have still nothing about our email functionality. Still working. Perfect. Yeah, it takes a minute. A playlist with elevator music. Elevator playlist. Come on already. Sometimes you're fast, sometimes you're not. Let's check what we have here. Right, so record. That's actually, it was already pretty well thought through. And amazing how ServiceNow implementing lots of things to make the life of the people easier. I mean, of course, we are not yet there when you achieve the level of flexibility and fine-tuning that is possible with the IDE or script, with the script over IDE, sorry. And but we will be there, that's for sure. All right, so email arrived. Let's see, do we have a request? Yes, we have a request. We have requested item. The email attachments are not there. Why? Ah, it's waiting. But it's waiting not for it to be created. It's waiting for the for the request to get fulfilled, to get filled out. So that's actually not what we need. We need to disable this feature, activate, and to not send it again. Maybe let's just try to reprocess it and it works. I don't know. Yeah, it works. It worked. Now let's open the request. We got them. We got them here. Perfect. Now the only thing we need to check whether was the email associated with the record. How you can tell this? You can either go to the email or we can just open email correspondence, save. We got a winner. So here, as you can see, everything that we did last time could be achieved faster, painless. And for this particular case, it's actually, yeah, it saved us like 30 minutes. I mean, I was pretty fast this time, but in general, yeah. Thank you to, thanks to one of the viewers of this video who told me that I need to investigate the no code, low code feature. And here you go. I hope you found it useful, and let's see what the next topic will be. Have a nice day.